Are the Proud Boys a white supremacist organization? Yes or no?
It depends on how you define it. I have a book.
Okay, never mind. Next.
It depends on how you
it's
define it.
It's a yes or no. Proud Boys, how they define themselves. Are they white supremacists? Yes or no?
I have not read a description of how they define themselves.
Okay, that's fine. Let's try another one. Neo-Nazis. Nazis is in their name. Neo-Nazis. Dr. Swain.
Is the question still about the Proud Boys?
Neo-Nazis.
Neo-Nazis.
We have moved on. Neo-Nazis.
Neo-Nazis are hate groups, and I have a book, 2002.
Okay, thank you so much.
About
so we're
hate groups that I suggest that you all read.
I'm reclaiming my time. Proud Boys are freaking white supremacists. Neo-Nazis are too. And this president, who loves to coddle white supremacists, has decided that they should be given checks. Neo-Nazis as well as Proud Boys joined in on January 6th. Yet this slush fund that they keep talking about is specifically to give them money. This country still hasn't thought that reparations made sense for black folk in this country, but at the same time, they've decided that people in organizations that are absolutely white supremacy organizations should get our tax dollars because they decided to attempt to tear apart our democracy. People on that side of the aisle claim that they love law and order. They either entered pleas of guilty or they were found guilty. We haven't had one hearing on white supremacy. Killing of Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, the 9 worshipers who were murdered at the Mother Emanuel AME Church, the 23 people murdered in 2019 during a shooting at Walmart in El Paso, the 10 people murdered during the 2022 shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. All of these were murdered by white supremacists who are empowered by the Republican Party's racist rhetoric and policies. This is the same party that wants to drag us back to the Jim Crow era. Some of y'all need to read up on your history books, the very same ones that the Republicans have decided that people should not hear about because you don't want real history taught in our schools because you're afraid that it's going to hurt people's feelings to know that their ancestors were so savage that they would enslave black folk. You don't want them to understand that when they draw these racist lines and tell black folk that they shouldn't have representation in this country, that it is against the Constitution. You want them to be ignorant so that they can sit up here and be your token for your mission.
Expired. I thought it was actually an easy line of questioning. Ms. Swan, the neo-Nazis are a supremacist group, right? I know you talked about your book, but neo-Nazis are a supremacist group.
May I define a white supremacist? Because I did a Cambridge University Press book, and when I did my research...
I know, but Ms. Swan, the neo-Nazis are a supremacist group. They believe they're supreme, right? That's why they wanted to put people in camps that they believed were not pure. This is not a trick question, Ms. Swan.
I would like to define a white supremacist, and when I did my research, it was white people who believed that because of their race, they were superior to other groups. But the left redefined white supremacists so that it could include any white person in this room,
Ms. Swan, hold on.
all.
That's a wonderful speech. Are neo-Nazis supremacists?
It depends on which ones.
Ms. Swan, listen, I'm not reading your book if you literally can't answer this question. Are neo-Nazis supremacists?
They're individuals. Some are, and some may be just plain old anti-Semites.
Neo-Nazis are anti-Semites, okay? We're going to agree there.
Right, okay.
But they're also supremacists, Ms. Swan.
Okay.
You don't have to take my word for it. They are. That's the whole reason they exist.
But you all
because
don't
they believe they are supreme.
I would agree with you, but I suggest you all take the time and read my Cambridge University Press book that was nominated for a Pulitzer Prize.
Dr. Swan, I can promise you there's no freaking way I'm buying your book when it took 2 minutes for you to look at me and had to convince you.
Because I don't like the talking points. The leftist
This is not a talking point. This is 100 years of history. Mr. Perkins, are neo-Nazis supremacists?
They are supremacists.
Thank you, sir. Mr. O'Neill?
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Swan, that wasn't a trick question for them. I wasn't trying to trip them up. If we can't agree on a simple set of facts, then we can't solve real problems.